Good morning. My name is Kelsey Ruff-Smith, and I am the Director of Programs for the Community Foundation for Ocala, Marion County, Florida. And this morning, I'm joined by Blaine and Kimberly Avera Whitt, who are the Executive Director and Program Administrator, respectively, of Xtreme Solutions. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yes, I'm so happy to have you here. Xtreme Solutions is a really great program, and I'd love if you could tell us a little bit more about your nonprofit. What do you do? Who do you serve? And what needs do you fill?
We'll be glad to. We are a reentry program here in Marion County, and we typically, well, not typically, we do serve the men at Marion Correctional Facility. We have 202 men in our program living in a dorm at Marion Correctional Facility, and they are with us for up to 3 years prior to their end of release. Once they are released, we also mentor them on the outside. So our program consists of parenting, financing, vocational trades, what the men would need, money management, what the men would need to be successful on the outside. And we're trying to lower recidivism by working with this population. So spending 3 years prior to their release certainly gives them a leg up on coming out. Once they come out, we help them with housing, jobs, stay in touch with them to make sure that their needs are met for, maybe they need tools for their particular job or boots.
We work with the probation office as
Yes, we do. We're in constant contact with classifications and the probation office. So it's a holistic effect. We also work with the family. If there's a need of the family, we will connect them. We have pastoral counseling inside and outside should family members need it. As well as the men. But that's kind of everything in a nutshell. That's a really, really quick overview. And one of the things I want to share with the community is that men and women are going to come home from prison because the judge has given them an end of sentence date. So they're coming home. We prefer to work with those folks that are coming home to give them a better chance of success on the outside.
That's great. That really is an essential need this ministry fills in our community. And with coronavirus, I'm sure that has created some difficulties as it has for all of us. Can you tell us what your biggest challenges are right now with the state of things?
Yeah, I can answer that. I think the biggest challenge that we have is not being able to have hands-on contact with the men that are in our program, especially our leadership, because behind the razor wire, things can go south pretty quick. You know, guys get depressed, they can't see their families. Right. There's no visitation right now, so men have not seen their family since this whole thing has started. So that's probably one of the greatest challenges that we face. And when we're not out there, obviously we don't have our finger on the pulse of exactly what's going on, although we're in contact with the sergeant of programs, and you know, we're not always sure what kind of information we're getting, how accurate it is, how sensitive, or it's not really a big deal. So that's probably our biggest challenge.
Well, and I just want to add a tiny bit, which is that the department as a whole has had to shut down all programming, not just our programming. So education is shut down. The men are idle. Yeah. So typically we would have them going through 3 classes a semester, and we would keep them busy with something. And we're unable to, not just us, all programming across the state is shut down. So 90,000 people are sitting idle for up to 2 months at this point. So it's tough on them.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And with such a bleak look at how this is affecting them, I'm sure it's really hard to find the blessings, but are there some things that you can point to that you're the most proud of through all of this?
Yeah, I can definitely answer that. What we're really proud of is the leadership that we have out there with the men, you know, the inmates. We've worked with these guys. Some of them have been with me for 7, 8, 9 years. And what's really awesome is that all of the leadership development that they've been through, including like John Maxwell, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, they implement the tools that we give them. And that gives us a real peace of knowing that, you know, whatever situation is going to come up out there, them guys are going to handle it. And they're going to handle it with integrity and with dignity. And some things are very time sensitive as well. So that's what we're most proud of, I think.
Yeah. It's kind of a self-governing dorm because they all live together, and the hierarchy that Blaine, that's not the right word to use inside the prison, but the organizational flow of leadership inside the prison has allowed us peace of mind knowing that we have elders over family coaches over men. So everybody's they have somebody they can talk to. Should they receive a bad call from home, they can go to their family coach. And then our elders, of course, stay in touch with our sergeant of programs who we can call on the phone. And so far we've had great reports. Nothing's gone haywire. So
Good.
It's a good thing. And we also have an amazing relationship with the warden and the administration at MCI. Super proud of that relationship.
That's great. It's good that you can find such positive things to look at in such a hard time. So I love to hear this positive story for sure. So with everything going on and the fact that you can't go and fulfill your programming at this moment, how can people help you right now? Or who is it that you need help from today?
We're going to need dollars, clearly. We depend, we don't take any state or federal monies at all. We are completely volunteer driven inside the prison. We use volunteers on the outside and inmates to make the program run. And we run about 68 classes a week. So dollars for our books and our curriculum. The minute they open the prison back up, we will kick our next semester off. And we're going to need copy paper. I'd love to say volunteers, and we do need volunteers, but the process to get a volunteer involved takes longer than just bringing them on right now. So volunteers would certainly be welcome, and we could probably have them on for the following 12 weeks. But supplies, paper, pencils, pens, but they're specific supplies. So I would need them to contact our office if someone was going to donate a supply. That's why unrestricted funds would help us the best.
Another need, I would say, I don't know if this is the right format to bring it up, but we're actually looking for a few more board members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Men and women that can speak into the mission and the vision. So you can put that on the list as well.
Yeah, true.
Perfect. Yeah, and I mean, that's definitely still a need that people can fill right now, even amidst this pandemic. So with all of that, I know people are going to want to reach out to you. What is the best way that people can contact you?
Our office number is 352-694-4888. And our Facebook page is very active. We do a lot more on that and we also have a web page, but it needs to be spelled correctly. And it is Xtreme SOULutions. So I'd love for them to join us on Facebook, follow what we're doing. We put positive stories on there and what's happening outside and inside, as well as just some daily reminders on how to have a great day.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we disconnect today? This has been so informative.
No, we just really thank you for this time and allowing us to share with the community who we are and what we do and how they can help us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you both. I really appreciate it. Please take care.
Okay, you have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.